DuBois County again has the lowest unemployment rate in the state. Patoka 2000 is seeking donations to help defray the cost of beautification of the Patoka River Bridge. Monday with The Manager features Chris James, Ferdinand Town Manager. In sports, Kurt Guxell previews Jasper High School basketball with Coach John Gable. And Courtney Canese, Executive Director of Mentors for Youth, joins us for WJTS Inform. These stories, sports, and weather are coming up in the 18 WJTS News. Hello, this is the WJTS News. I'm Bill Potter. County-by-county unemployment numbers for the month of October were released earlier this afternoon, and despite an increase of just 0.1%, DuBois County once again is heads and shoulders above all Indiana counties with the state's lowest unemployment rate. Despite the slight increase, DuBois County's October rate remained under 3% at 2.9%. 0.1% ahead of Indianapolis suburb Hamilton County, who also saw an increase of 0.1% to an even 3%. Statewide, Indiana's unemployment rate fell to 4.4% last month, giving the state its lowest jobless rate since August of 2001. The State Department of Workforce Development says Indiana's jobless mark fell by 0.1% in October from September. The national unemployment rate stood at 5% for October. Indiana and Ohio were tied last month for the lowest unemployment rate in the Midwest. Federal figures show about 144,000 Indiana residents are still looking for work last month. Indiana's unemployment rate has been below 5% since June and has been at its lowest levels since before the national recession started in 2008. Indiana has added 90,000 jobs since January 2013. Now, locally, as we mentioned, DuBois County once again leads the way with the state's lowest unemployment rate at 2.9%, despite an increase of 0.1%. Daviess County saw an increase of 0.2% to 3.4%. Warwick County is up 0.1% to 3.5%. Spencer and Pike County rates spiked 0.2% to 3.7%. Martin remains steady at 3.6%. Perry is up 0.1% to an even 4%. Crawford County is up 0.3% to 4.9%. And Orange County's October unemployment rate rose 0.2% to 5.2%. Vermilion County once again had the state's highest unemployment rate last month at 6.4%. A DuBois man was taken into custody Sunday evening after he was found to be intoxicated and carrying a loaded firearm. Around 7:30 last night, deputies with the DuBois County Sheriff's Department were told of a man bleeding from the head at a property at in the DuBois area. A deputy made contact with 44-year-old Kent Crodel of DuBois, who they say was bleeding. He told authorities he injured his nose as a result of a fall due to his high level of intoxication. Deputies say Crodel, when asked, admitted he was in possession of a firearm. Deputies found the weapon and noted Crodel did not have a license to be carrying it. Crodel was booked into the DuBois County Security Center on misdemeanor charges of carrying a handgun without a license and public intoxication with a blood alcohol content of 2.8%. A Huntingburg man was slightly injured and, on top of that, ticketed after he was accused of running a stoplight that triggered a 3-vehicle accident at an intersection Sunday afternoon on Jasper's south side. Jasper police say at around 2:15 yesterday afternoon, 84-year-old William Morris of Huntingburg was headed south along US 231, approaching a red traffic signal at the intersection of 2nd Street at the crossing. Police say at that same time, an SUV driven by 78-year-old Josephine Vall of Mariah Hill was traveling eastbound out of the parking lot of the Southgate Shopping Center and pulled into the intersection with 231 to continue east on 2nd Street. Meanwhile, police say a third vehicle, a northbound SUV driven by 28-year-old J.C. Nicholson of Jasper, was stopped for the red traffic light, waiting to turn west into the Southgate Shopping Center. Morris told police he did not see that the traffic light was red until it was too late to stop. Police say his crossover entered the intersection and struck Vall's SUV on the left front and then veered into the center lane and crashed into the left front of Nicholson's SUV. Police estimated damage to Morrison's crossover SUV at $10,000, $5,000 to Vall's SUV, and $4,000 to Nicholson's vehicle. Morris complained of chest pain but was not transported. He was cited by police for disregarding an automatic signal. A traffic stop early Sunday morning in Huntingburg led to the arrest of a Warwick County man for driving impaired. Just before 1:30 Sunday morning, an officer with the Huntingburg Police Department, while on patrol, noticed an SUV traveling left of center at the intersection of 6th and Chestnut Streets. After pulling the SUV over, police say they made contact with the driver, 53-year-old Gerald Grigsby of Boonville. Police say while talking with Grigsby, they noticed an odor of alcoholic beverage coming from the inside of the SUV. Grigsby was taken out and police conducted field sobriety tests in which he failed. Police say due to his high impairment, Grigsby was taken to Memorial Hospital in Jasper, where he consented to a blood draw that resulted in a blood alcohol content of 0.25%, more than 3 times the legal limit. Grigsby was then placed under arrest for operating while intoxicated and booked into the Dubois County Security Center. Patoka 2000, the Beautification Committee of the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, is getting ready to prepare the urns on the Patoka River Bridge for the holiday and winter seasons. Now, in order to defray the cost of this beautification project, Patoka 2000 is seeking donations from individuals, families, or businesses throughout the community. Folks may make a donation in any amount and specify that the donation is in honor of someone, in memory of someone, or as a tribute to a favorite cause. By doing this, you are able to remember that person while admiring the beautiful area every time you drive across the bridge. Family members and friends are encouraged to chip in together for this great beautification project. Now, by working together, residents can continue to make Jasper a clean, bright community for those that live here and those that are just traveling through. The deadline for accepting donations for the winter project is December 10th. Donations can be sent directly to Patoka 2000 at the Jasper Chamber of Commerce, P.O. Box 307, Jasper, Indiana 47547-0307. Any questions can be directed to the Jasper Chamber at 812-482-6866 or chamber@jasperin.org. Now please stay tuned. Weather Monday with the Ferdinand Town Manager Chris James, along with sports and WJTS Inform are coming up on 18 WJTS. We're local people watching local people.